Hey, I recently had some issues with my Neovim configuration, and I was toying for a long time with the idea of declaring bankruptcy and starting from scratch, so it felt like a good idea to record the whole process while I'm at it. So this is my current configuration. I will exit my editor and I will create a new branch that I'll call bankruptcy. And I'll start a new Neovim configuration using a clean sheet. For my configuration, I'm going to use Lua. So I need an init Lua file, and I'm going to use for managing my plugins the lazy package manager. There are a couple of package managers out there, however for me lazy seems a little bit more modern, and I will go with that. So the recommended directory structure for starting out with lazy is to create a Lua directory, and inside it create two folders, config, plugin. In the config folder I need to add the lazy Lua configuration that it is provided in the installation instructions, and inside the plugins folder I will have to add the plugin configuration for every single plugin that I want to add. For now I'll just copy the Lua configuration from here for lazy, and I'll jump to my terminal, create the directories and paste the Lua config folder there. Lua config for now. And I'm pasting everything there. Let me ensure that I don't have white spaces at the end. And now I should add the init Lua, and inside the init Lua I will have to load the lazy config. So it should be something like required config.lazy, maybe. Let's see what happens if I reopen the editor. Yeah, it seems that it worked, but it complained because I don't have a plugins directory and I don't have any plugin in there yet. That's not a problem. I will create a directory now, and I will install my first plugin, which is going to be the theme that I like to use with Neovim and with pretty much everything these days. I'm referring to cat pushing. Plugins. Okay. Oh, not vi, but make dir. Yeah, and inside that, let me add a file for pushing.lua. That should be good for now. So let me jump to the cat pushing Neovim page on GitHub in order to find the instructions for installing it for Neovim. The installations are here. I'm copying that. Yeah, it's in my clipboard, and I can paste it here. But I also think that I need to wrap that in something like return or something like that. I don't remember that from scratch. we'll find out. No, it for some reason it's not very happy with that. No. Yeah, it seems much better. Let's see what Lazy has to say about it. Yeah, Lazy still has cast information about the previous plugins that I have, so let me clean those. Okay, and now I can only see the two plugins that I have in my configuration, Capuchin, already up to date, and Lazy. So the plugin is installed, so all I have to do is to make sure that it is properly initialized. Capuchin, as far as I remember, provides a lot of details on how to configure the actual plugin, but I don't think that I need all this. So what I'm going to do is I'm copying the last line, which sets the color scheme for Neovim, and I will add a config function and inside that config function I'm going to paste Yep, and the folder, the color scheme is properly initialized. So what exactly is the config function? The config function is a function that it is called when the plugin is started, and I can add code there that execute it when the plugin starts. And by setting the color scheme there, I managed to initialize it. I think that I will wrap this up for now. I have already pushed that in my templates repository. If you want to use that directly, my templates repository is called IO templates, and I have there the Neovim lazy config template, which is pretty much exactly what I've shown you here. It's worth mentioning, now that I've seen the lazy log file, to show you a few things about that log file too. Lazy log file is a typical log file as you see in many package managers, different languages, and it works in a similar way. It lists the plugins that are currently installed and the commit hash, and I have the ability to modify that. So for example, let me go back to Capuchin, and I'll show you what I mean. If I go to tags, I go to the latest tag and copy. No, I don't want the commit, I want the hash, and copy the hash from here. Then I can paste the desired hash. Yeah, that's the right one. And then I can do things like lazy, it's with a capital, lazy sync. And ensure that I'm using the version mentioned there. And I can do other things using the lazy UI. I can install, update, clean, and do all kinds of cool things. So now I will wrap it up, and till the next video, see ya. Cheers.